So this is the problem. So the first step before we start the actual drawing is go for the sheet setup, right click, sheet setup, select A4, remove the background. Okay, now fit. Okay, so now we'll read the problem. Okay, a square prism 30 mm side of base and 50 mm axis length rests on HP on one of its edges. Now it's a edge condition problem. Okay, now take a line, click, select a thickness of 0.13 because now we are drawing the axis line. So select the line, select the thickness of 0.13, click, draw a line, exit. Now label it, select the text option. Here is X and this is Y, and here we have a VP and at the bottom is HP. So often save the drawings, Control S, Control S, save the drawings often, Control S. Now if you can look at the problem, it is a square problem having one of its edges resting, one of its edge of the base which is at resting. Now select a square, you click somewhere here, and because the square having both length and the width is same, so the side which is given is 30 mm, enter, and here you can see it is asking the dimensions at the top side, the top menu. Width is 30 mm, height is also a 30 mm because it is a square, 30 mm, enter. Now we got the square, Now you go for selection tool, select the object because it's an object. Now increase the thickness or make the thickness of 0.50. Okay, now you can see here, because this is a prism based problem, the resting edge should come at the right hand side. Now select the line option, make a thickness of 0.13, connect the corners, so this the matchstick symbol which represents the corner. Okay, now label it. So as we know, the label is A, 1, B, 2, C, 3, D, 4, because it has two base, one is at the top and one more is at the bottom base, top base and bottom base. So top base I am taking it as 1 2 3 4 and bottom base which I am taking as a A B C D. Now the origin I am taking it as O1, O2. So O1 is the origin of base 1 and O2 is the origin of base 2. Now take a line option, make a thickness of 0.13. Now because we are we want to go for the projection lines, that's why I'm just selecting the thickness of 0.13. Okay, line option, thickness of 0.13. Now this is one corner up to here, you draw the projection line. This is also a projection line, this is also a projection line. Now select the line option and make a thickness of, I'll just use the same thickness, 0.13, and okay, this is the end point. See, if I can keep the cursor here, so it will not show the end point. If I can keep here somewhere in between, so it will not show the cursor point. Now if you can just drag the mouse like this vertically and at an angle of 90 degree between these two lines, now you can see the end point, matchstick symbol, that is nothing but a line or end point. Now draw a height is 50 mm. Here you can see that height is given 50 mm axis length. Now 50 mm, enter, because angle is 90 degree. Again from here it is 50, enter, and here you can see it is asking the angle, it is exactly 90 degree, enter. You connect these two. Okay, now select a 0.13 because now I am just drawing axis line, so that's why I have just taken axis line, dotted line symbol. instead of a continuous line. Now this is an axis. Okay, now select a line option. You create a front view. This is a front view. Now increase the thickness of front view. Sorry, this is a continuous line. Okay, select this front view. Increase the thickness of 0.50. Now label it. Now this is the bottom base. I told you it is. Label it. It is B dash within bracket A dash. So because if I can see from this end, I can see B, but A is invisible. I can see C and D is invisible. Similarly, 2 is visible, 1 is invisible, 3 is visible, 4 is invisible. Okay, and here it is O1 dash, and this is C dash within bracket D dash, and here the same way, the top base 2 dash within bracket 1 dash, and here it is O2 dash, and this is 3 dash bracket 4 dash. Let's save the drawing. Now the second step is the resting edge, that is CD, which should be on HP at an angle of 45 degree. Now select this, go for move command, select this resting edge and keep here. So before that you just click on the background, because I want one more copy of this, so you keep it somewhere, right click. So now again you select this object, rotate this object, means this resting corner or resting edge at an angle of 45 degrees. Now here you can see automatically it will ask the rotation angle once if you can select the object. Now type 45 degree, tab, position angle is also a 45 degree. Sorry, turn off the background, rotate. This is the first point and this second point, rotate at an angle of 45 degree. Now turn off the background, and this is also a 45 degree. Enter. Now see, if you want you can check the angle between the axis, that is we have rotated at an angle of 45 degree between this one and this one, it is 45 degree. And if you can see the same here also, because these two lines are the parallel lines, if you can see that base which is rotated at an angle of 45 degree, the same, it is 45 degree. Now select the line option, use a thickness of 0.13. Now project the line. Don't worry about the dotted lines, that what we are seeing now. I'll make it a thick lines or a continuous line. Escape, you select all the lines and make it continuous line. Here after selecting all the lines, so you just click here and you can find the options, you select the continuous line. Now same line option, continuous line, thickness of 0.13. now project these three lines. Okay, now control save, trim the extended edges. I don't want this. Now label it. Now you just see where are the points are intersecting. Now first take a bottom base ABCD. Now this is A. Where is A here? This is the point where it intersects. Now label it A. Now B, and this is the B. Here it intersects. Now this is the C, and here is the C, and this is the D, and here is the D. Now D, this is a D point, and here is a D point, both which intersects here, point D. Similarly, just go for the top base 1 2 3 4. 1, here is the 1, 2, this is the 2,